I'm about to blow your mind with Bitcoin's worst case scenario. If you're new here, my name is Steve. Welcome in. Hit that subscribe button. Less than 12 hours left. Don't miss out. The clock is ticking. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Did you know 84% of traders lose money? It's not because they're unlucky. It's because the algorithms have rigged the game against the average Joe. But not to worry. Over the last 20 years, I've been developing my own secret strategies to help outsmart the algorithms and give the power back to the people. My custom indicators are going to give you buy and sell alerts right to your phone. I literally can't make it any easier for you. Imagine what it will feel like sitting back, relaxing, and effortlessly winning trades. I'm doing you a huge favor because today is my son's birthday and I'm making the indicator bundle the lowest price it's ever been. It's a steal, plus $200 extra discount for signing up with crypto. And not only that, when you sign up, you're going to get a masterclass course absolutely free. And for each person who signs up, I'm giving a masterclass course for free to somebody in need. But there's less than 12 hours left. Don't miss out. This will be your biggest regret. Go grab that humongous deal, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Now, let's jump into this. This is going to blow your mind. I cannot wait to show you this. So we've covered this chart, but the way it's playing out is just phenomenal, right? I'm going to show you in a new angle how this chart has been playing out. Over here, we have the 2015 fractal pattern. And over here, we have the 2020-2023 fractal pattern. They are lining up. It's a little bit eerie and a little bit scary how close they're lining up. So let's go first to our cross, right? On this chart, we have a yellow line and a red line. The yellow line is the 20 MA and the red line is the 100 MA. Now, this is where things get interesting. When the yellow line, the 20 MA, crosses the 100 MA, we have this pivotal point in the market. This usually marks the market bottom, right? And precisely it did. And in 2022, that's precisely what we thought it did. Right after it marks the bottom, it rallies up to its first resistance point. So 2022, bottom, rallied up to its first resistance point. And then 170-ish days later, it rallies and breaks this yellow line for the first time. And that's precisely what it did in 2015. So look here, market bottom, rejection point number one. This rejection point number one is the exact same price as 170 days later. The price that it barreled through this yellow line for the first time in years, rallied all the way up here, gets everybody really, really excited. It's the same exact price as the first rejection point. Look right here on the chart. It's really scary how crazy this is because in 2022, market bottom, first resistance point, huge breakthrough of the yellow line, largest in years, and it rallied all the way up to exactly the same price as the first resistance point back 170 days ago. Oh yeah, and in between that time was rejection point number 2 and rejection point number 3, the exact same as 2015. Rejection point number 2, rejection point number 3, and then barrel through. So it's phenomenal. You can see a similar pattern playing out here. And this is Bitcoin's worst case scenario because as you see here, you could see our channel was green for a while, right? And then it turned over here to gray in the super guppy, and then it turned to this red area, and we rallied all the way up deep into the red, but the same rejection point as here, just 170-ish days later, and that's right before our final market correction, our final flush out, and the retest of our base. Okay, so you can see the colors here. We just turned to gray, which happened right at this inflection point. We just turned to gray at this inflection point. And again, 170 days prior, we were right here, and here we are today. It's the same exact price. And this is what's happening. This fractal pattern is repeating. We're just covering the facts. We don't have a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen in Bitcoin, but I do want to articulate what could happen for Bitcoin's worst case scenario, because this is following this market structure, right? And again, for the folks that say, hey, how is this a bottom and then this a bottom, this is lower? It's the same as the market top. This was our market top, and this is a double top. The double top went higher in price. Double tops can do that. Double bottoms can go lower in price. They can do that. Where you can see it more clearly is the total market cap, clear as day, right? This was our 2018 top at 753 billion. We came down to exactly that level at 17,500 Bitcoin. And then we came down to exactly that level to double bottom in November. So here we are at present day. And again, if you rewind the clocks to about 2 years ago when price was over here, when there was babies in the street screaming that Bitcoin was going to go to 100K, Grandma Betty is in a 100K Bitcoin t-shirt. Everybody was chanting 100K. We entered the quicksand in the Gaussian channel. And right here on this channel, we said, hey, just be prepared. The next year is going to be fairly ugly, according to the facts and the charts. And at the time we said, we don't have a crystal ball, but the facts are the facts. And, you know, there was baby in the streets screaming 100K. Everybody was screaming 100K. We all know what happened after that. And when we said that the bottom was in, and by the way, how long ago was that? We said that the bottom was in 250 days ago. I know it's cute to say that the bottom is in like, you know, this week or last week or whatever. We said it 250 days ago, not because we hoped it would happen, not because we were keeping our fingers crossed, not because we guessed. It was just the facts and the charts. And as I said back then, it's just the facts. I don't mean to toot anybody's horn. I don't mean to make anybody angry. I know everybody wanted prices to be way lower, but the facts were the facts. That's how they were lining up. And I know 85% of the people were against me. It is what it is. If it ends up playing out like this was the bottom and that was our double bottom here, I think we deserve a Nobel Prize. I'm just being honest, because there was so much flack that we got for that call because it was really against the grain. On this channel, when everyone goes left, we go right. We go against the grain, we stand out from everybody, and we stand behind the facts and the charts. I respect the charts, and the charts that I study, this is how they're lining up, and that's why this is the way it is, right? Now again, how could this play out? What could Bitcoin's worst case scenario realistically be? Well, judging by what the charts are saying, we had this rally, right? 170-ish days after this pivot high. Same, we had this rally 170 days after this pivot high. It went to the same exact price. It was rejected by the same exact resistance line. It pound for pound, move for move. So if we continue pound for pound, move for move, what happened in price is Bitcoin fell through this yellow line in a remarkable fashion. And it was quick. I mean, quick. And back then it was bought up heavy. You can see these long wicks here. These are extraordinarily bullish wicks. I don't know if we'll see those kind of wicks this time. I don't know if we'll see that kind of bullishness this time. But if we repeated history, what's really interesting is if you take like a measured move of time, right? If we're looking at, hey, how long after our pivot high, it was about 42 days until our pivot low. So if we do that with Bitcoin, we're looking at potentially around end of March, right? So if you look the middle of March, the end of March, it might get ugly. I know a lot of people say, hey, Bitcoin is going to rally to 30, 35, 40K during that time. And maybe it will. I just want to present the honest facts in a pure way. My words are not paid for. This is not what I hope. There's no hopium. There's no fingers crossed. There's no BS. It's straight to the point, straight facts. Bitcoin could have a disastrous March, especially in the second half of March. But then the bull run is going to be starting very, very soon after that. So where it could fall in price, I mean, you just look at the recent pivot low. It could fall all the way to its recent pivot low. So Bitcoin could fall all the way down, to 15K, 15.5K in a spectacular fashion. And that would be a retest of our base. That would be incredibly healthy. And it would shock the world. A lot of people would capitulate. A lot of people would leave crypto. And that's a beautiful sign for us because that's the opportunity of a lifetime. So I wanted to present this in a raw and non-emotional way of just the pure facts. This is the worst case scenario. So this is our double upload. Let's try to rock and roll. Let's try to swing for the fences. I'm going to try a triple upload today. My son's birthday. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Let's get you on the right track with your trading. so you can get ready for this bull run. Let's actually do it right. You know that you've made some horrific trades, bad decisions, you've lost money. It's time to turn it around. No more making excuses, no more, oh, maybe tomorrow, oh, I'm going to try this different thing. It hasn't worked. Just be honest with yourself. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. I'll help you get on the right track. I'll see you right back here in the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Welcome in to the Game Changing Indicator Bundle.
I've made money back.
Now I have a structured plan. I learned something that I didn't know was possible to do.
I'm actually up 32,000.